What's going on, world? Now, see, this video was gonna be about Hassan Campbell, and I'm gonna leave dude alone. The only thing you can't do on him, behind the shit that came out his mouth and say, "Hold on, Campbell, hold on, Hassan." But at the end of the day, man, the boy in enough turmoil as it is. Let's be honest. You know, let's just be honest, y'all. He in enough bullshit as it is. And he stuck his own foot in his own mouth. You know? And honestly, I don't think there's nobody who can, help him out. You hear him trying to make peace treaties with motherfuckers and shit. Talk about now he don't want no beef with Kwame. He love my son. You just dragged that man's name through the mud. You drug that man's name through the mud. And that's what, some of us YouTube bloggers, as Hassan say, how he like to talk about us. Some of us honestly feel like, bro, all that name dragging through the mud, bro, you do the motherfuckers, bro. That's the reason we speak out on people like you. You gotta stand up to people like you, dog. Y'all motherfuckers come with agendas, literally. Hidden agendas, man. There's a lot of people like you around the world. The goal is, for me, the goal is to stay away from motherfuckers like you, man. Real life. You motherfuckers with those hidden agendas, man, it be y'all Hassan Campbell's. The go along, get along gangs. Y'all all part of that. Whether you in the business of making money, a lot of it, or, whether it be you locally, around your neighborhood or state, man. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there. You gotta be aware of those people. You gotta keep your eyes out, man. Keep your ears open, pay attention in detail, most definitely. Motherfucker be looking you right in your face, tell you one thing and it's something else. And you gotta know whether to decipher from the real versus the fake shit. Everybody at once upon a time go through it in their life. And then it gotta come to a halt. You gotta put a halt to it, Only person that can do that is you. You can't let the uprising of the negative, become. Simple. That's why you gotta avoid majority of the bullshit that stem your way. You gotta learn to weave through that shit, man. At the same token of weaving out the weeds in your garden. So, with that being said, you most definitely gotta stay tuned to the streets. You got to. You gotta stay tuned to what people saying in detail. You gotta pay attention, man, to your crowd. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your area. Always watch, man. And be watchful. Be mindful. Don't ever underjudge shit. Don't underestimate shit. You gotta stay tuned for all frequencies around you. You know what I'm saying? Because some frequencies, your mind might not be mentally capable of tuning into that frequency, but you got to learn how to adapt. You got to learn how to adapt and tune yourself in to that frequency. And that's the real logistics of it. Know when to hold them and fold them, as they say. Know when to go forward. Know when to push back. Know when to stand still and firm. And know when to, you know. At the end of the day, man, you got to stand for something. Protect what's yours. Treat what's yours as if it's precious. You cherish it with every, drop of blood and breath in you. Because if it ain't worth, you wouldn't have it. If it ain't worth, you wouldn't honor it. That's how I look at it. You honor your life, you value your life, right? Some of you don't. End of the day, you always got to. There's a lot of good shit in stores, man. For those that wait. For those that wait, there's a lot of good things in stores, they say. And I truly believe that. I'm a believer of that. End of the day, I'm a believer hard work pays off too. So, with that being said, y'all got to work hard towards that thing you want, whether it's minimum or on a large scale. You got to chase after your dream, man. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody steer you down the wrong path. Don't let nobody trick you out your freedom. Don't let nobody direct what you got on course. You got to stay on your own course, period. I tell myself that every day I wake up too. Look in the mirror like, dog, you the shit, you got this. Bitch, you on your way, just keep going. And that's dead serious, you know what I'm saying? Because can't no other body, ain't nobody gonna validate that for you but you. You got to be your own validation. I don't think I've ever been a person that needed no validation. Like, I'm self-validated. Definitely. Not by what I wear, how I dress, not by how I speak. Oh no. It's far, far more than that, man. It ain't only it's in me, man. It's DNA bred in me, man. It flow through the vein. It's in the blood, man. This shit seep out of my pores, and it's just, the reality of it. It's something y'all hate, but you gotta face it. It's like your worst fear. You gotta face it one day, man, and you gotta be that person that the people fear and face, whether for good or for bad. Don't let up on yourself though. Just keep pushing. A lot of people gonna tell you can when you can, in all honesty. So no matter what you see on these motherfucking YouTube channels, the internet, the TV, the movies, the videos you watch, the video games you play, nothing beats reality like your reality. You know what I'm saying? Your reality is the best, and you make it what it's meant to be at the end of the day, whether it's good or bad. It's what you played your cards out to be. And that's how you play your cards. So, I learned that, a while ago as a little boy. If I don't stand for nothing, I'm going to fall for everything. And that's for family, kids, the wife, everything. I gotta learn when to put my foot down. Learn when to be me. Learn when family is more matter than anything else. At the time, y'all, you're going to go through little bit shit. Little biggerings here and there, back and forth. Shit that's years to come down the line, it's going to be worthless. It's going to have no meaning to it, It's a lot of things around you in life that's not going to have a meaning to it. And you got to learn somewhere in your life when to let that go and separate from that, distance yourself so you can go further in life. End of the day, I don't let nobody dictate that for me. You shouldn't let nobody dictate that for you. Be your own person. Be your own leader. And I'm a true believer in that. Like, I'm a true believer in the saying that comes out the Bible. What is it? As long as you got faith as big as a mustard seed, and a mustard seed is quite small, then you always have something. And if there's a will, there's a way. So if you got something, that's the will. So there gotta be a way. You feel me? I always looked at that terminology and I ran with that everywhere in life. You know what I'm saying? And I made that my thing. No matter what nobody told me, sometimes I don't care. I be against that. You know what I'm saying? I go against that, and I gotta learn to. As a man, you learn that, man. And as a man, I learned that, man. Definitely once I started having kids, I learned that. You know, it don't matter what nobody else think. It's about what you think and feel and believe, man. It's gonna take you to the next best step where you need to go. You know, it's like chess. You gotta treat your life like chess. You really gotta play this shit to the T, and you gotta keep your I's dotted and your T's crossed at all times. You know what I'm saying? You may not be able to know everything that's going on around you, but you gotta stay tuned in, man, to the frequency of the radio station you on. You gotta vibe correct. You know? You know? Charge your chakras, man, and learn to feel this energy around you. Keep yourself grounded and learn how to fluctuate that energy into the right areas. Like I said, man, you know, it's a process. It's not an overnight thing. Nobody gonna manage this shit overnight. You know what I'm saying? No. It take time. And we only got enough time on our hands, you know, to do just that. And that's to make yourself the greater you. Whatever that's, you know, whatever that is. Whatever being that is, you know. Like I said, never bite your tongue, man. You gotta speak up. Closed mouths don't get fed. What don't come out your mouth don't get said. It don't be right, you know. It's not. I don't know. I don't know how that work. Other people work it different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hell no. Certain shit I speak on, certain shit I don't. But what's right, I'm gonna speak on it if it's right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm foolish to the knowledge at hand or whatever going on at hand, and I know no knowledge of, I ain't gonna speak on it. It ain't my duty. It ain't my business. But what's my business, I gotta make sure stay in order and go according. You know, when shit get to going out of order, shit just go all types of floppy ways. And sometimes in life you can let other people throw your order off, which you can't do. I learned that years ago. Stop doing that. Can't let nobody throw my motherfucking order nor position off. I gotta play, you know, the game God gave me to play. Play the cards he handed me to deal. You know, like, that's just real shit, man. You know, not everybody gonna be the realest in your life. Not everybody gonna be the most loyalist in your life. But you gotta find out who's those people, and you gotta weed them out. And you gotta draw closer to people you really find loyal and love. And you gotta make them your best man or the best woman. You know, not in a relationship sense, but I mean as closeness wise. You know, at the end of the day, it's a lot of shit, man. We gotta learn out here. And the messages that's being brought forth, you know, is not the shit that we want to hear from that Zion Campbells and all these other fake guys out here that's doing this shit for a publicity stunt on these platforms. The shit crazy, man. Because the world already fake as fuck. You don't know who is who to trust, none of that shit. So you got to be real weary of everything nowadays, you know. And when you go to the internet, usually like social media and YouTube is another outlet motherfuckers go to the vent and do all this extra shit. End of the day, bro, I feel like it shouldn't be no fakeness on there, and that's the most fakest place it can be. Fakest place you can be is social media platforms. Because you can be this person you not, you know, on the screen or off the screen. You really know who you is when you go to the mirror and look in that motherfucker. You know your flaws, you know your responsibilities, you know the shit you ain't handling, you know the shit you handling. And this shit get deep. So, the guys that's playing these heroes on this motherfucker, you know, need to cut it out. Just playing, you know, all these weirdo ass games, the shit ain't cool, man. People, minds and lives is at jeopardy, my nigga. People fuck people up behind the shit they hear and see on the internet. And everybody believe everything they hear and see on the net. So you already know how you gotta go with that. You gotta sort of watch how you move on this motherfucker. This motherfucker ain't made for everybody. It really ain't. You know what I'm saying? But, man, y'all, take what I just said and run with it, whether you like it or not. You know, pass it along if you don't like it. What's one man's trash, another man's treasure. You feel me? At the end of the day, Keep all negativity away from you, man. Keep all the haters away from you. All the bad vibes, keep the motherfuckers away from you, man. Keep nothing but positive energy in your life. At the end of the day, don't let nobody steer you wrong, and you stay on top of your game. I'm gonna stay on top of mine. Y'all stay focused, man. Hit that like and share button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. And fuck with me, man. Like I said, man. To the next video, Carnage Slaughter out.